If you're following any crypto projects or altcoins, you may have realized this problem. Major names in crypto like Ethereum and Solana are leading the way for the entire space. They're shaping the way we're going to use Web3 tech, and not just in the crypto world, but in real life. Ethereum already hosts several apps and services that overlap with traditional finance, and their progress this cycle is slowly showing through its price action lately. And do I need to list out all of the achievements for Solana this cycle? It's now an entire functioning ecosystem that competes with Ethereum, the king of DeFi. And we're about to see even more from this project. This explains the strength Solana is showing on its price chart. Let's not forget, Ripple came out on top from their legal battle with the SEC. They're now ready to take on the world of cross-border payments. And XRP's major climb clearly reflects this. But what about all of the other projects? Well, the truth is, when you do some digging around, there's a long list of project teams that offer innovative tech or advancement for the crypto space. But somehow it feels like the giants in crypto take up all the headlines and leave very little room for the rest. It's to the point where some of the most innovative projects get left behind and forgotten. Take Kaspa as an example. This was supposed to be a game-changing decentralized project, the fastest proof-of-work network with greater scalability than others. And at one point, the Kaspa token was the best performing crypto asset, climbing the ranks through the years. But where are they now? Well, still in early development, working on products to expand the ecosystem. Network activity today is very low compared to leading networks, and the Kaspa price chart looks stuck. It's barely making any progress, even when the rest of the market is rallying. And this isn't just some old dinosaur coin that's outdated. It's a relatively new project that's progressed a lot through major network upgrades. I've been following this team for years now and really believed this was going to go far. But we have to ask, was this just a one-hit wonder? Something that only caught the attention because of its flashy new block deck tech? Or are we still looking at what could be the next big giant in crypto? Well, stick around and find out as we pick apart this project from A to Z. So when the market moves fast, you don't want to be stuck waiting on paperwork. One of the reasons I've been using BTCC is that you can start trading right away without any KYC delays. It's simple, quick to set up, and you're good to go on spot or futures instantly. If you want to give it a try, the link is in the description below. You'll also get a kickstart bonus on your first deposit. And when it comes to staying on top of market shifts and altcoin rotations in real time, the FireHustle Discord has been a game changer. We've got a community that's constantly analyzing market patterns, sharing insights on altcoins, and helping each other spot opportunities before they become obvious to everyone else. The link is in the description if you want to join the discussion. As always, none of what I share is financial advice. Please make sure to do your own research before making any financial decisions. Now hit those like and subscribe buttons, turn on post notifications, and let's get started. So let's start with the basics. What exactly is Kaspa's story? Well, at its core, it's a proof-of-work network like Bitcoin, but with a major upgrade. Instead of the traditional blockchain structure that stores transaction data in a single file line, Kaspa uses a block DAG where multiple blocks can exist and be processed simultaneously. Think of Bitcoin as a single lane highway where blocks line up one after the other. Kaspa is like a multi-lane superhighway where blocks flow in parallel. And each lane doesn't have to be separate, they can combine and separate from each other freely. Now, let's say two miners find blocks at the same time. On Bitcoin's network, one of the blocks gets included in the chain. The other one gets orphaned or wasted. It's a waste because there was effort put into forming that block and it'll never be used by the Bitcoin network. If this happens on Kaspa, both blocks get recorded side by side. This is possible because of the Ghost Egg protocol, which powers the Kaspa network. Of course, there's a lot of other things going on behind the scenes, but the team's mission is to solve the blockchain trilemma. They claim to support all three pillars of this trilemma, which is security, decentralization, and scalability. Proof of work means there's Bitcoin level security, which we know has been proven over the years. Full decentralization with a fair mining environment and no validators to ruin the power balance. And high network speeds with tons of room for scaling up. They just achieved 10 blocks per second through a recent network upgrade, which is one of the fastest block times in crypto. And there are plans to push this higher later on. But here's the obvious question you need to ask. If Kaspa has all this groundbreaking technology that can solve the blockchain trilemma, why isn't it dominating the crypto space? Why are we even questioning whether it's a one-hit wonder? Well, the answer just comes down to one massive gap that's been holding Kaspa back from day one: smart contracts. Think about what makes Ethereum and Solana so powerful. It's not just their transaction speeds or security. It's the massive ecosystems built on top of them. DeFi protocols handling billions in volume, apps generating millions in fees, gaming platforms, lending protocols, decentralized exchanges. All of this functionality is only possible because of smart contracts and programmable services. Since its launch, Kaspa has just had one simple ability: sending and receiving transactions. Yes, the transaction speed is fast and the cost is lower than many leading networks, but there was a lack of usability beyond this. No smart contracts, no layer 2 products, no DeFi. In today's crypto landscape, that's like having the fastest car in the world, but only being able to drive it in your driveway. The team has been promising a solution for years, and we finally got an announcement about a Kaspa layer 2 platform being launched through Kasplex. This is supposed to bring Ethereum compatible smart contracts to Kaspa while benefiting from the network's high speed and low cost. The plan was to launch at the end of August. Everyone was excited, including myself. Testnet activity also showed some promising results. So then what happened? How did the launch go? Well, it didn't happen. The Kasplex team decided to delay the launch. They clarified that this isn't because of technical problems, but because they want to ensure a flawless experience from day one. There's now an extra testing phase for hardware validation, infrastructure stress testing, and disaster recovery protocols. Basically, they need more time to be confident in the launch. Now, I get it. Nobody wants a defective product after years of waiting patiently. But here's the problem. This delay captures why Kaspa has struggled to break through. While other leading projects have been shipping out products and hitting major milestones, Kaspa is lagging behind. Part of this has to do with Kaspa being a newer and lesser developed project. But the truth is that timing is key. If the market gains momentum, projects either move with it or get left behind. And when you look at the Kaspa price chart compared to the movement of Bitcoin and the total altcoin market cap, the downtrend is very obvious. There's a struggle to break out of this and begin a climb to near highs, similar to what other leading altcoins are doing. So is Kaspa going to fall down their ranks while the rest of the market rallies? Well, before we write off Kaspa completely, let's look at what they've actually been building behind the scenes. Because despite all the delays and setbacks, they've been hitting some major milestones. The Crescendo upgrade that launched earlier this year was massive. They increased network throughput from 1 block per second to 10 blocks per second while maintaining full decentralization and proof of work security. This block time is actually one of the fastest, if not the fastest in crypto today. But this isn't the end game. It's just the foundation for what's coming next. The next major milestone is the Dagnite protocol upgrade. So think of this as Kaspa 2.0 with the potential for 32 blocks per second and eventually 100 blocks per second. And this is expected to bring improved network security as well. We've also been seeing the team talk about VPROGs or verifiable programs. This is Kaspa's unique approach to smart contracts. So instead of all smart contracts competing for the same resources like on Ethereum, each VPROG acts like its own mini computer with its own rules, memory, and fuel tank. This means one busy app won't slow down the entire network. One major feature here is atomic cross-app transactions. You can make a single transaction that reads information from one VPROG and updates another all at once. Think of it like making a bank transfer and an investment purchase in one click, where either everything happens together or nothing happens at all. So transactions won't fail halfway through complex financial operations. All of this sounds great on paper, and it's easy to see this become a top ecosystem if adoption reaches the level of Solana or Ethereum. But what helps me stay confident in this project is their track record. The Kaspa team is consistently shipping updates, and their core team is always posting on Twitter about what they're working on and sharing progress notes. We were given many updates and hints about the Crescendo upgrade leading up to a successful mainnet upgrade. And aside from the Dagnite protocol upgrade and VPROGs, the lead dev for Kaspa also hinted at a third big item being worked on for the project. This is currently unnamed from what we know. But up until now, when they say they're building something, they actually build it. The question is whether they can complete major roadmap items in time. I've said this before, timing matters. When the market is experiencing strong momentum upwards, it won't wait around for anyone. And considering we're going through a bull run, there's no saying how long Bitcoin and the rest of the altcoins will remain in their current price ranges. To me personally, Kaspa will have a better outcome this cycle with a more complete and functioning ecosystem. If we're even considering Kaspa to be a potential competitor for Solana or Ethereum, this means layer 2 and smart contracts need to be in working condition. As of now, we don't know when the Kasplex layer 2 platform will launch. All we know is that it's almost ready. we'll need to wait for more announcements on this. So what are your thoughts on Kaspa? Are you waiting for more exciting price action this cycle, or do you think we should move on from this project? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, then smash the like button and subscribe for more content like this. As always, none of what I share is financial advice. Please do your own research before making any financial decisions. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.